thoughts on that down below, and your thoughts on the 1-0 Denver Broncos. Now, from here, the schedule cranks up in intensity very quick. We get the Chicago Bears next week, and they're a very good team that...
Now, is there a way that I can practice with these sliders? Probably not. Suck duck. Okay. They don't have practice butt cheeks. Okay. Alright, let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Wait, do I have... wait a minute. Oh, that's not what I want.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off.
I thought I turned that. Where do you... The hell do you do the trading? What the f... LOL?
In offensive and defense, each week you can, once you've made your game plan, choose to start training.
I'm just gonna sim train, just fuck that shit. What do you mean you can't eat a dick? Eat a dick. Alright. Jesus Christ. Mary and Joseph. Sip.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the former MVP Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons as they match up with Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Miami Dolphins. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, and it's raining.
Ponchos and slickers, usually a necessity buy whenever you make your way to Hard Rock Stadium this time of year. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy night, and we are underway from Miami. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Ryan gets it to his tight end, Hooper. That throw good for 4. It's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Play action. Fitzpatrick.
Oh, Jesus.
Taken down.
And Ryan Fitzpatrick is hurt.
After the sack, he's still down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, maybe not.
Taking it about the 36. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Let's go.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11th. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
The competition to go to the Pro Bowl at safety is fierce in the NFL. But Rashad Jones makes his case year in and year out as one who should go.
Here's the 2nd year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
And Matt Ryan, you just bulldozed my whole team. I love it.
Himself from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
Oh, okay.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. Catch made right side by Wilson. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Wilson now in his 2nd season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Looking for the end
Picked.
zone.
I don't even know.
And that is
Jesus
incomplete.
Christ.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the counter, it's Smith. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Ryan. Smith catches left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it'll be Dolphin football. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Fitzpatrick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Ryan connects with Sanu right side.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And Ito Smith was a little bit of a surprise in 2018. Got unexpected playing time due to the absence of Devontae Freeman. Took full advantage of it. Had 27 catches out of the backfield last season. There's another one this year.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now it's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. First throw off the bench for the veteran Schaub. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game.
Oh, they get to the football.
Oh, I blocked it.
Blocked.
I have to believe that if you're the team trying to block a field goal, you don't mind this weather. All right, the rain probably is going to help you because so many things can go wrong for the guys trying to kick the ball. It's as simple as maybe you just lose your footing. You kind of spin out like a tire in the snow, not getting traction, and you create a space and someone comes through.
And I think for everybody, snapper, holder, kicker, everything slows down maybe a fraction of a second. And a fraction of a second and a field goal try, that can be all the different.
I love how you described that. Everything slows down, but it's a deliberate slowdown, isn't it?
Yep.
Because everyone's trying to be more careful and more deliberate to make sure it's executed.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj.
Oh, my God.
And he got blown up on that play.
Balaj. Oh, my God, he's garbage.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13, Rosen. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Nice
That one
throw,
good for a
Josh.
first down pickup of 18 yards.
Whew.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Balaj. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rosen looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards there on the catch and run. First foray into the red zone for Miami. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now Rosen looking to throw. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no
Damn, Balaj.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Allen Hurns. 32 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD ground.
And you know the receiver.
That's going to miss.
If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really...
Oh, he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Bryce Butler, 28 yards.
Josh Rosen throwing dragons on the field.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Here's Shaw. And a grab over the middle by Stocker. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down now. It's Smith, and inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go, baby.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Shaw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. The open man is Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 13 yards out, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. We asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Mike 4-2, Mike 4-2.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Here's Rosen to throw. And he's got it to Hearns. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up.
Give me 1 second here. Okay, all right.
First down in the process.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. Boy, he ran free there after the catches. That winds up going for 38. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle. They'll run here with Blanche. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Rosen. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Sanders' kick is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
That's how we do it, baby.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8-ball. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, obviously, that is declined, and the result is a safety.
And what a momentum play that is, right? You never want to see a safety wiped out. You get the points, and you're going to get the ball back.
Let's go!
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field,
Oh my god, I just got interfered with by my own receiver. What the hell, man?
Urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Gaskin. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Open man, it's Allen. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. They'll run now with Gaskin. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
55.
The play fake to Balaj. Now Rosen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bruce Carter with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points. Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Smith. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Shaw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gray. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. After the penalty, it's Smith. And he's got room. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Didn't have a receiver open down.
All right, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I am going. Josh Rosen, you played a good game today. All right, it's the preseason opener. Oh no, I'll probably wait till the 4th.
As it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now it's Rosen looking. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Allen has it, left side. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All
right. Now you can cover them.
defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Ito Smith heading back out with the rest of his offensive crew. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Hardy, 74 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that takes us from second to third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They begin with a run by Smith. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Gray. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Shot now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle to Smith. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And the tight end, Luke Stocker, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On the draw, this is Smith. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Back to throw here.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And out come the Dolphins now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards
Oh my God.
So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I wonder why you're like a 45 over, a 51 over, or whatever the hell it is. Jesus Christ.
So he looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression.
Oh, there we go.
Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
There you go.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Rudock now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Now that was impressive by the defense. They just got hit for a big pass play, and instead of rushing out and getting back deep to cover, they played their techniques, saw the run develop, and ran to it and made the play.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here's Shaw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Nate Orchard. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And taken right on the 30. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
60 Pittsburgh.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Vic Beasley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
He's a 51 overall.
A little bit dinged up here. Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down.
This offensive line needs friggin' work. Holy
Davison
crap.
hauling it off the edge to sack him. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Break. 43. Check, 43. Wrap.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From South Florida, good night, everybody.